I'm Marilee Caruso. It's Monday, January 26th. Today, headaches in the departures terminal.
You know what? You got to take it as it comes, and it is what it is.
Why some travelers are stranded at Winnipeg's airport. Also today, Manitobans on the job site.
If you went out and got your red seal, let's make sure that there's work for you here in Manitoba.
The Premier's plan to build new schools by the end of next year. Plus, stuck in traffic. How long it takes for Winnipeg drivers to commute during rush hour. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. A record-breaking snowstorm out east is causing travel headaches for air travelers here at home. Nearly 60 centimeters of snow was dumped on areas in and around Toronto, causing frustration for flyers trying to land or leave Winnipeg today. Standing by with the latest tonight is CTV's John Hendricks. So, John, what is the status of flights tonight at Winnipeg's airport?
Well, Marilee, flights to Toronto appear to be back on schedule. But earlier today, there were a lot of people trying to figure out how they were going to get out of Winnipeg.
I'm still living in airport because I don't know if I go somewhere again it will be cancelled or something, so I am living here.
Bindu Adil tells CTV News that she's been trying to get a connecting flight to Ottawa since Thursday, but she spent the past 4 days dealing with cancellations, and she's not the only traveler in limbo.
You know what? You got to take it as it comes, and it is what it is. Mother Nature got slammed down there in Toronto, so they got a lot of snow, up to 50, 60 centimeters in certain spots, so everything was grounded.
Arruda says that he's going to sleep at the Winnipeg airport after his original flight to Toronto was canceled on Sunday evening. He's hopeful that he'll be able to head home Tuesday.
Yikes, John. Do we know how many flights were delayed or canceled or otherwise affected by this storm?
Yeah, the airport's website says 5 flights to Toronto were canceled on Sunday and another 4 earlier today. Now, there are also a bunch of canceled or delayed arrivals as well. The Winnipeg Airports Authority is asking travelers to check the status of their flight before they come to the airport. CTV's Danton Unger will have much more at 6 on the travel troubles today.
All right, looking forward to it. Thanks, John. Winnipeg police have issued a silver alert tonight requesting your help finding a missing 91-year-old woman. Police say Anna Polgar was last seen around 5:30 Sunday morning on Portage Avenue near Route 90. Polgar is 5 feet tall with a medium build and gray hair. She was last seen wearing a white long-sleeve shirt, a black jacket with black pants, and dark gray shoes. Police say she uses a red 4-wheeled walker. Silver alerts are activated when a vulnerable adult is reported missing. If you have information on the whereabouts of Anna Polgar, you should contact the Missing Persons Unit at 986-6250. Winnipeg's mayor is voicing his support tonight for the integrity of the city's police force. It comes after a disgraced member was sentenced to 7 years in prison for corruption and drug charges. Scott Gillingham wants Winnipeggers to know he believes Elston Bostock was an outlier.
By and large, the vast majority, almost all of our police officers, I believe, are good men and women, people of integrity who do their jobs as professionals, and they serve the public with a real commitment to public service.
Gillingham credits Winnipeg Police Chief Gene Bowers and his executive for investigating allegations against Bostock and others. Last week, Bostock was found guilty for charges including breach of trust, drug trafficking, and offering an indignity to human remains. Gillingham says while confidence in the public service may be shaken, he's confident upper brass are committed to holding officers accountable for their actions.
When we see our police chief and his executive treating this very seriously and rooting out these problems and any corruption in the police service, I think that can actually build public confidence because we know we have a police service who's very serious about making sure that their members are acting with integrity.
Gillingham's comments echoed a statement shared by Chief Bowers following Bostock's sentencing hearing on Friday. We're learning today the province is targeting job growth through the construction of 4 new schools.
For everybody in the workforce as well, too. If you went out and got your red seal, let's make sure that there's work for you here in Manitoba.
Premier Canoe announced construction will soon begin under the Manitoba Jobs Agreement framework. 3 of the schools will be built here in Winnipeg, while the other will go up in Brandon. The goal is to have construction done in 2027. The province says the Jobs Agreement prioritizes hiring Manitoba workers for large infrastructure projects. It covers wages, benefits, and working conditions, aiming to create competitive jobs and help Manitobans with Red Seal certification.
When we do these next projects, now that we have this MJA framework in place, the Manitoba Jobs Agreement framework, schools, emergency rooms, future healthcare projects, all sorts of infrastructure. When hydro goes to market in the future, we'll be putting Manitobans to work.
The Premier also says a similar agreement will be utilized for the development of Victoria Hospital's emergency room. The new Winnipeg schools are being built in West St. Paul, Transcona, and Waverley West. A new study suggests doctors are spending a lot of time on paperwork. A joint report from the Canadian Federation of Independent Business and the Canadian Medical Association estimates Manitoba physicians spent about 9.7 hours a week on administrative tasks. It suggests eliminating all unnecessary paperwork, and tasks could free up the equivalent of 326 doctors. Doctors Manitoba says it would give physicians more time to spend with existing patients or even take on new ones.
This would not get rid of our physician shortage altogether, but it is an important part of improving access for patients, and furthermore, an important part of retaining the physicians that we've worked really hard to recruit.
Doctors Manitoba says improving system integration and using tools like AI for charting would also help ease the administrative burden. The Manitoba government previously announced it will introduce new legislation this spring to limit the use of sick notes in the province. Ever feel like it's taking longer and longer to get home after work? Well, you're not alone, because a new report suggests Winnipeg is now the 6th most traffic congested city in the country. That's according to the annual TomTom Traffic Index report, which was released today. It shows the average city commuter lost 94 hours to traffic congestion in 2025. That's 3 days and 22 hours spent in rush hour traffic. However, the report also notes those numbers have not really changed much from a year earlier. News that did not surprise Winnipeg Mayor Scott Gillingham.
I would say it seems fairly appropriate and accurate. We're about the 6th largest city in Canada. We have had near record investment in road construction, which means that there's a lot of road construction throughout the spring, summer, and fall months. And we've seen significant growth, population growth, over the last several years. So I think all of those factors combined would land us, in about the 6th spot.
The report also found the average speed during the morning and evening rush hours was 23 and 18 kilometers per hour, respectively. The traffic index is built using anonymous GPS data and driving speeds collected from drivers in large metropolitan areas. All right, let's bring in Colleen Brady now and get a first look at your Skywatch weekday forecast. Temperatures apparently, according to the thermometer, have improved, Colleen, but with that wind, I don't know if I noticed the difference.
I did a little bit. And that goes to show you just how horrendous, outright dangerous those conditions were, especially over the weekend. We are not tiptoeing through the tulips just yet, friends, but it is still quite cold out there. Winter conditions, of course, still persist, just not quite as severe, but we could be in for another blast of Arctic air soon. Now, there are no cold warnings in effect in Manitoba tonight. I'm glad to finally say that. However, next door in northwestern Ontario, there are some. They have been downgraded from orange to yellow. I'll have more on that coming up. Let's take a look right now through the CTV Live Eye. It is brought to you by Bath Fitter, exclusive home of the PermaFit solution. In Winnipeg right now, it is minus 16 degrees with a few flurries flying, courtesy of those northwest winds, 38 gusting to 49. That's a cold front pushing through. The wind chill feels like minus 28. The pressure is rising and the humidity is 76%. When a minus 28 feeling wind chill feels better, that's telling you something. A live look at Confusion Corner. Not a lot of traffic going through right now, but one bad spot, not all that far away. Grant at Waverley, there's a stalled vehicle. Expect some delays for eastbound Grant.
And this rivalry is a great rivalry.
Some real school spirit coming up. A classic provincial sports showdown returns.
A new program called Blue Rewards will launch in the summer. If you have an Air Miles card, hang on to it. You can still use it, but the miles you collect will automatically convert to Blue Points. Blue Rewards will use the Expedia platform for bookings. Today, Shell Canada announced it's ending its partnership with Air Miles and moving to Scene, which is owned by Scotiabank. Here are the closing numbers for the day. The Canadian dollar is up. West Texas Intermediate is down to 60.63. Western Canadian Select up $1.59 to 45.47. And the TSX lost 51 points today. Those are your business headlines. I'm Marilla Fernandez.
Market Watch is brought to you by Manitoba Blue Cross. Group health plans for any size business.
A provincial rivalry will hit the court later this week in an annual sports challenge.
And this rivalry is a great rivalry.
The Universities of Manitoba and Winnipeg men's and women's volleyball and basketball teams will go head-to-head in the 34th Duckworth Challenge. It started back in the 1991-92 season as a way to profile the friendly rivalry between the two universities. This year features more than 100 athletes from 4 Manitoba teams.
It's a pretty special opportunity to play against Manitoba and have sort of the amount of crowd support and fan support at both games. I'm playing against a bunch of guys I played with and against growing up.
Last season, Manitoba won the Duckworth Challenge Trophy. It also holds the most titles at 20. Now, along with bragging rights this year, the winner will also see the Winnipeg sign at the Forks lit up in their team colors. Games start Thursday night at the U of M and continue through to Saturday. A veteran presence on the Winnipeg Blue Bomber offensive line is returning for another season. The Bombers have agreed to a 1-year contract extension with left tackle Stanley Bryant. The fan favorite lineman is heading into his 16th CFL season and 11th with the blue and gold. Bryant was named the Bombers' most outstanding offensive lineman in 2025 for the 7th time in franchise history and is a 3-time Grey Cup champion. The most decorated lineman in CFL history turns 40 in May and was scheduled to become a free agent in February. Toboggan racing is coming to Roblin Park. That's Councillor Evan Duncan for Westwood riding down the single-lane toboggan slide. During the Winter Carnival at Roblin Park Community Centre this weekend, Mayor Scott Gillingham and Duncan jointly announced a $100,000 upgrade to that slide. It's going from 1 slides to 2. Duncan and Gillingham are splitting the bill, $50,000 from Duncan's ward allowance, the same from the mayor's office. No timeline has been given yet, but Gillingham says the city is moving into detailed design work and hopes to have it built and open soon. A trip back in time to the 2000s American rock. We're going to tell you when The Fray is coming to town. Spotlight is next.
Spotlight, sponsored by the Casinos of Winnipeg, presenting the incredibly hip and the Stoneheads.
Colleen Brady is back now for Spotlight, and we are kicking things off today with a concert announcement.
That's right. An American rock band is hitting the road this spring and will be making a stop here in Winnipeg. The Fray is bringing its Summer of Light tour to Centennial Concert Hall on May 19th. It's in support of the band's new album, A Light That Waits, its first full-length release in more than a decade. Canadian rockers the Strumbellas will open the show. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. through the Concert Hall's box office.
The Winnipeg New Music Festival is also continuing this week.
And it will feature a trio of premieres tomorrow night. Beyond Horizons returns to the festival at the Centennial Concert Hall with a series of works meant to raise spirits and evoke hope. It includes the Canadian premieres of A Hidden Sun Rises and 1,000 Cranes. The WSO Commission, Centuries of Hope, Variations in Theme, will also make its world premiere.
It's a great honor. I'm very excited. Just heard a rehearsal this morning of my piece, and just sounding fantastic. There's such a great group of musicians. The amount of amazingly hard music that they learn in a short time is truly inspiring, and I'm just honored to be among the composers featured.
WNMF Beyond Horizons takes place Tuesday at 7 p.m. The festival wraps up on Thursday.
Well, it looks like we've had a change at the top of the box office over the weekend, Colleen.
That's right. Chris Pratt and Rebecca Ferguson's dystopic thriller Mercy has finally unseated Avatar: Fire and Ash as king of the box office.
Detective Raven, I know precisely who you are. You're before this court today charged with the murder of your wife.
Mercy brought in $11.2 million U.S. and $22.8 million globally for its debut, though critics are still skeptical the film will recoup its $60 million budget. In fact, this weekend's top 10 domestic grossing films only raked in about $44 million. That's a steep decline from the $175 million high from when the third Avatar film debuted on December 19th. A lot of numbers there.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Yeah.
All right, video game fanatics and families are likely excited about this next story.
Of course, Nintendo is out with a new trailer for its next Super Mario Brothers movie, and it includes the introduction of a character fans will recognize.
Who is this? Yoshi.
Mario's iconic dinosaur friend Yoshi joins the gang in the trailer for Super Mario Galaxy. The first Super Mario movie debuted in 2023 and claimed the title of the highest grossing film adaptation of a video game. The sequel hits theaters April 1st with Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, Anya Taylor-Joy, and Jack Black among the original cast members returning.
Yeah, don't worry, theaters. The Mario Brothers are coming to save the day.
What a cast. It sounds like fun.
All right, what about all of our Wheel of Fortune enthusiasts that are watching tonight? Because I hear certain bells are ringing in the air.
I'm going to start again. I already blew it. The category
her job is safe. That's all I have to say.
I'm not taking it. The category is phrase. The answer, Vanna White is married. Yay, there you go. Get this. Oh, hard to get that out. Great news, though, for Vanna. She and her longtime partner, John Donaldson, have officially tied the knot. In an Instagram post, she wrote, "Surprise, we got married." No word on when the wedding happened, as she says. They made it official in a private ceremony a little while back. While she included some throwback photos, the two have been together for more than a decade.
Aw, congratulations.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Colleen.
You're welcome. Your Monday primetime lineup starts with Extracted at 7, followed at 8 by Memory of a Killer. Nathan Fillion stars in The Rookie at 9, and St. Dennis Medical wraps things up at 10. It's all right here tonight on CTV.
CTV Primetime Lineup brought to you by the Parkway Retirement Community. Welcome home.
A live look at Portage Avenue in front of Polo Park, east and westbound. Some light snow is falling. It's also blowing around in those strong and gusty northwest winds. It's minus 16 in the city. I'll have your full forecast coming right up.
Women's clothing provided by RW & Company. Salon services provided by S&T Spa Salon.
CTV Skywatch weather brought to you by South Beach Casino and Resort. Visit southbeachcasino.ca.
Well, as you might have expected, we set some minimum temperature records in southern Manitoba over the last couple of days. Now, the minimum temperature, you usually hear that referred to as the overnight low. Technically, it happens very early in the morning. Saturday morning, you know how cold it was here in Winnipeg. Not record-breaking somehow, actually not by a long shot, but many other places. Look at that. Wasagaming, Shoal Lake, Roblin, Grand Rapids, and McCreary. Look at those temperatures in the minus 40s, easily passing the record in some cases. And then there was yesterday morning, Sunday morning, where again, Roblin set another new record for yesterday, for January 25th. Almost minus 42 degrees, the coldest temperature there. Shoal Lake not too far behind, just over minus 41. It was minus 40 in Carberry. Gimli, very cold as well. So yeah, Winnipeg, by the way, I know a lot of folks were quite taken aback by that minus 38/minus 51 feeling wind chill value. The temperature was minus 38 degrees very early on Saturday morning, and it felt during that hour like it was minus 51. Not record breaking, not even close. There you go. But still, nonetheless, very cold this weekend, to put it mildly. Heading into northwestern Ontario, still cold warnings in effect there. They are not orange anymore. Why is there a difference now? Why is it now yellow, this cold warning? Well, Environment Canada's confidence in its forecast remains high. It's just the impact level has been downgraded from high, which is what you see when the warning is orange, to moderate, which is what you see when it's yellow. Nonetheless, still to be taken quite seriously, of course. In northern Manitoba tonight, no cold warnings in effect there, more moderate temperatures. But here's a quick look at what it feels like when you factor in the wind chill. Still quite cold wind chill values across Manitoba. Now, I want to slip this in because if you're around Swan River, Russell, Birtle, Minneota, just over the border in Saskatchewan, yikes, Environment Canada issued another round of cold warnings, yellow cold warnings, but nonetheless right on our doorstep. So, like I said, it's not springtime just yet, but after what we went through over the last few days, a bit of a reprieve, although we may see another blast of Arctic air by the midweek. But as for tonight, you see conditions clearing to a large extent, particularly in the overnight hours. We may see some blowing snow here in the south. That cold front I was mentioning earlier, it's passing through. It's whipping up northwest winds. Through the day tomorrow, it will be bright and sunny in many areas, including here in Winnipeg. Then we get overnight, fairly clear, a little bit more clouds sitting over northwestern Ontario. And then overnight, we go into Wednesday where we start to see some snow sort of hanging around the northeast part of the province. For tonight here in the southeast for Winnipeg, down to -22 with light snow and blowing snow intermittently. Winds out of the northwest at 30 kilometers an hour, gusting to 50, so watch for blowing snow in open areas. Sunny tomorrow, Tuesday, -18 degrees, and then here's how the rest of the week plays out. Sunshine Wednesday to Thursday, daytime highs -18, -19. We could see flurries on Saturday, -11, and look at Sunday, -7 degrees under a mix of sun and cloud. Looking forward to that. Our first weather photo is out along the highway between Niverville and Blumenort. Great photo there of that sundog. That's from Hannah. Now, this gal is Nala. Now, Jazz says Nala likes the cold weather, but you can see she's also dressed for it, too. Send us your weather photos to winnipegweather@ctv.ca.
Thanks, Colleen. The Dauphin Kings celebrated the spirit of Ukraine over the weekend in a pretty special way. After all, you can't make pierogies without spuds. Now, this could be the first ever potato toss at a hockey game, Colleen. The goal was to get the taters in that big old pot at center ice. But if you're wondering why those potatoes are so bouncy, that's because they're actually tennis balls just dyed brown to look like potatoes.
Oh, okay.
The fun and games were all part of Ukrainian Heritage Night at the rink, which also featured some pretty cool jerseys, as you can see there on the players. A lot of fun had by all.
Very festive, absolutely.
All right, that does it for this hour, but don't go far. We're back at 6 with much more local news. Hope to see you then.